Plans for the world's first space hotel. Hello everyone. It's pretty safe to say that everyone likes traveling. Many people often fantasize about a calm vacation in an all-inclusive hotel in the Caribbean. However, this type of vacation often gets boring, and it ends up being an underwhelming experience. Ever since we reached space, people have been considering another kind of vacation that would revolutionize the hotel industry: a holiday in space. After all, why would you want to spend a boring week at the beach when you can float around a hotel far from your problems with a fantastic view of Earth from your window? Turns out that a few companies are currently racing to build massive space hotels, including Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, and many others. In 2019, the Gateway Foundation announced its plan to build its own by 2027.
The Gateway Foundation was formed to build the first spaceport. In order to do that, we must first build a few smaller structures.
400 kilometers above the Earth's surface. This video will take you on a tour of this fabulous hotel and show you exactly how it will work and look like. Before we begin, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. First of all, let's take a look at its history. In 1952, a German aerospace engineer named Wernher von Braun imagined a wheel-shaped space station that would spin as it orbits Earth. By spinning the station, a centrifugal force would be created, essentially mitigating the lack of gravity. However, this idea was way ahead of its time, and the proposal never made it to reality. When the International Space Station was designed, von Braun's idea was quickly put aside in favor of a more straightforward design. In 2015, the Gateway Foundation was created. Eventually, they decided to work on a space station using this design, the von Braun station. However, they decided to name it to the Voyager station because of von Braun's unfortunate affiliation to the Nazis. In 2019, they started working on the project alongside the Gateway, a second massive space station with another hotel, equipped with everything from casinos to a Zen garden. Once completed, this massive project will host up to 1,400 people, more than 3 times the capacity of the Voyager station. Hopefully, these stations will be completed before 2027.
President of the Gateway Foundation, today we'll focus on how to build a Gateway spaceport.
Secondly, let's take a peek at its technical details and characteristics. The construction of the Voyager station could start in 2026 and would be able to accommodate passengers as early as 2027. However, it could be delayed by a few years because of the COVID-19 pandemic that disrupted the whole industry. This space hotel will be built by Orbital Assembly Corporation. This large-scale space construction company focuses on developing the space travel industry. When it opens, the 50,000 square meter facility will accommodate up to 280 guests and 112 crew members. Its ring shape will emulate a small amount of gravity, so people can enjoy an experience that is not too disorienting and will be similar to walking on the moon. It will be made of 24 modules connected by elevators, forming a massive rotating wheel. Because of these characteristics and the project's young age, a 3-day sojourn in this hotel will cost upwards of $5 million. However, the Gateway Foundation aims to reduce that cost to one day make it affordable for most people, just like a cruise. Its ultimate goal is to create a starship culture where people go to space to live, work, or spend some time to relax. The Orbital team is not only working on the Voyager station, but also a few other projects on the side. They're hoping to build research stations and develop space tourism and commerce. Blincow, one of the lead engineers of the project, told CNN that they are currently designing tools to build and assemble these superstructures quicker. Eventually, more of these fantastic structures could be built efficiently to bring down the costs of a space holiday.
Advanced base or space station will be headquarters for the final ascent to the moon.
Thirdly, we need to understand how the hotel would work. Timothy Alator, the lead architect of this project, said the wheel would rotate to emulate a gravity equivalent to the moon. In short, the station will rotate, pushing the station's contents out to its perimeter using centrifugal force. The physics of the space hotel's gravity is similar to a bucket of water that is spun. This feeling would decrease as you go near the center and increase when you reach the spacecraft's edge. Since a considerable part of the appeal is to feel the weightlessness of space and guests still need to eat meals like usual, this variable gravity is a great idea. This would also contribute to the fantastic experience, notably allowing people to play sports in low gravity. Its energy would be sourced from solar panels all around the spacecraft.
It might be cost prohibitive for most people, but in a few short years, it's going to be just a commonplace thing that people do.
Next, let's look at the different modules the space hotel will carry. The first element will be an unpressurized ring structure that will contain the docking hub for when guests arrive. After this, an outer ring with a diameter of 200 meters will be connected to the central unit by an arrangement of cross pieces. It will contain various modules, such as rooms and pods for scientific research. Guests will also be able to enjoy restaurants, bars, and a gym. The resort will be designed to feel luxurious, with comfortable interiors and a hearty atmosphere. It will be purposely designed to have natural materials and colors rather than a dull, futuristic look. Furthermore, it will contain a large selection of accommodations, including 500 square meter luxury villas. The Voyager station will have numerous 30 square meter rooms with 2 beds and a bathroom alongside these expensive suites. Orbital Assembly wishes to sell portions of the hotel to private entities like government agencies looking to use the site as a training center or landlords looking to make a villa aboard the spacecraft. The guest will be able to relax in a triple-tier bar with a pleasing aesthetic. Alator said full-service kitchens with extremely varied meals will be available for guests to enjoy. They'll serve not only high-quality food, but also traditional space food, such as freeze-dried ice cream. These restaurants would be able to match the quality of Earth's restaurants. They would hire amazing chefs to meet the customers' expectations. Because of the ingenious design that emulates gravity, there's no need to worry about your food floating away. Many other food industry problems have already been solved by the cruise ship industry years ago. In addition, a huge gym module will be used for low-gravity games and as a concert venue, hosting musicians, comedians, and many other events to entertain guests. Other modules such as a health spa, libraries, lounges, a movie theater, and other leisure activities would also be present. Now, let's take a look at how this hotel will be constructed. On Earth, the corporation would build the parts, then send them into space with robots that would assemble them in orbit. On paper, this all seems like a crazy idea. However, it might just work, and the Structure Trust Assembly robot would take care of it all. Think of how the International Space Station was assembled. It now seems easy to imagine how quickly this hotel could be constructed. While this colossal project may be possible, there are a number of constraints that the team will need to take into account. Notably, the temperatures in space range from extreme heat to extreme cold, depending on whether the astronauts are in contact with sunlight or in the dark. Finally, this hotel raises some concerns. This facility would most definitely have employees, which would mean people spending extended periods of time in space, which can be detrimental to bone structure and have long-lasting health effects. To mitigate this problem, they would have to hire much more people and have them in rotations, so it would not be a stable job. Furthermore, a space hotel would mean regular rocket flights, which could prove quite dangerous in the long term, and the company would have to deal with deaths and accidents. Another problem that arises is how a tiny company that consists of 9 engineers raises $75 billion before 2025. They plan to create a worldwide lottery with huge prizes such as tickets to the station. Though this would raise many legal issues since in the USA, only state-sponsored businesses can run lotteries. It's also likely that not a lot of people would want to buy those tickets. In conclusion, space travel might come a bit later than expected with the Orbital Assembly Corporation planning this colossal project that would raise tons of technical problems. It's safe to say that the golden age of space travel is right around the corner, and we'll soon be able to enjoy a comfortable holiday with the fantastic sight of the Earth out of our window. Now, even if Gateway Foundation officials acknowledge that the space station might not be finished by 2025, the group intends to at least build the station's main structure and essential functions by then. Once the station is fully operational, its objective is to have the station available for the average person. In short, we could wait a while to travel in space, but it'll make for an incredible experience. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you again next time.